Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. And fellas, man, we're living in a time right now where you really want to be focusing on yourself and focusing on protecting your energy. Okay, because a lot of negativity floating around, just what's going on right now, and you want to make sure you're keeping your energy sealed tight, that you're not letting anything penetrate, your energy. So I'll do a video on that, but the purpose of this video, one of my patrons asked me this question. He wanted me to talk about how negative energy can affect you on your journey. And I thought this was a great topic. Shout out to him, man. If y'all haven't already, go ahead and check out my Patreon. Go ahead and support your boy. But yeah, man, let's get into it. I'm gonna hit this two ways. I'm gonna talk about first what happens in your eternal world, how negativity affects your inner world, and then I'm gonna talk about how negative energy can affect your outer world, right? What's going on around you, okay? So first, understand, guys, that everything that we do, everything that we eat, everything that we watch, even to the people that we hang around, is affecting us. Right? It affects us on a molecular level, down to our cells. So you being around negative energy, negative people, watching negative things, it's literally changing your atomic structure as an organism. If you break us down, just like the Matrix where you see the numbers, if you break us down, all we are is just a collection of elements put together. That's it. If we can see the world like Neo saw the world, you would just see a bunch of elements, H2O and carbon and all these elements put together to make up these organisms. So when you understand that, you understand that you are literally changing and shaping and forming yourself from the inside out on a daily basis based on what you come in contact with. Your cells are literally absorbing everything that you do like a sponge, right? And this is why you have the responsibility to make sure you're making the right decisions for yourself every single day, because you are a leader. You have billions of cells inside of you that you lead every day, that you make the decisions that's best for the overall, the whole body, the whole organism, your universe. They're counting on you, right? You have so many living things inside of you. Your cells are miniature yous. So you are literally creating a vibration inside of you, inside of your environment, right? So if you're around negativity all the time, you create a negative environment inside of you, right? So now, when you're producing your seed is growing inside of you as well. If you check out my video, The Significance of 90 Days, I talk about how in that time period, your seed is learning, it's growing, and it's maturing all the way up into that 90-day period where it's fully mature. And it's soaking up everything that you do, the food that you eat, and all these things that you surround yourself with, right? So you're cultivating that seed inside of you. This is why we want to be on our best behavior. We want to be striving to be our best version every day, because we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility, fellas. And I'll take it a step further. When you decide to give your seed to a woman, 90 days for us to mature our seed and to cultivate it into the best possible seed that we can, we give that to the woman, and she nourishes and houses that seed for 9 months, right? But, if you gave her bad seed, if you're not right with yourself and then you give her bad seed, you give her bad energy, she's cultivating and manifesting that seed inside of her. And that's when the child is born with the traits that came from us and her, all the way up until the child is born. And this is where that saying goes, you will inherit the sins of your forefathers. This is where that comes from, because all of our bad habits that we do, right now, before we decide to have a child, all that gets passed to that child depending on if it was negative or positive. But to be back on topic, you're cultivating that seed inside of you. So when you're around negative things, you're creating a negative environment inside of you, which then you produce a seed with negative vibration, with negative energy. And that's affecting you. Okay, that's affecting you on a whole nother level, right? Because our mindset, everything that we think, everything that we do on a daily basis, we're programming ourselves. And then when we program ourselves to a certain extent, that energy gets sent out to our magnetic force field around us, right? That magnetic force field. And that magnetic force field, it sends out a beacon. So whatever type of frequency our body is on, your force field is going to send out a beacon to attract that to it. And this is where we get into the outer world. What happens to your outer world when you are around negativity all the time? Understand, fellas, retention alone is not enough for you to become your best version. Let me repeat that. Doing retention alone is not enough for you to become your best version. Okay? All retention does for you is it amplifies who you are. So if you're doing retention, but yet you still practice bad habits, you're still surrounding yourself with negativity, that's going to make your magnetism stronger for that energy that you're putting out. Right? So understand that, yeah, if you're on your purpose and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you can manifest things to you faster. But you can also manifest negative things to you faster as well. And this is why I tell you guys, be on your purpose. Try to walk this righteous path every single day and be the best man that you can. It's like a boomerang. Your body throws a boomerang, and whatever energy you put into that boomerang, it's going to come back around to you on the back end. So when you surround yourself with negativity, and then that negativity changes you, and then you put that negativity back out into the world, that karma's going to come back to you. And now that you're on retention, your energy's amplified, your magnetism amplified. So that energy is going to come back to you twice as hard. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why you want to be mindful of who you're hanging around, what you're putting inside your body, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're feeding yourself. You're changing yourself all day, every day. It's like a ball of clay. You're molding and shaping yourself every single second of the day. Okay? And we're not perfect. You're not going to be 100% righteous. You're not going to be 100% all the time. But you try your best. And that's all we can do is just be our best. That's all we can ask for. That's all the Most High can ask for. Just do your best. So fellas, if you got co-workers or family members or friends that's always into negativity, into gossiping and all these things, you want to stay away from that. You want to make sure that you're not entertaining that energy as well, because you absorb that energy. Everything inside of you absorbs that energy, and it changes you on an atomic level, which makes you put out a different frequency to then attract that same energy back to you. Okay? And retention is going to power that, amplify that twice as much. Okay? So it's very important on this journey that you're becoming your best version. Right? It's not enough for you just to sit down and wait for the benefits and wait for things to happen in your life. You have to put the work in. You have to put the work in. And even more so, because the more that you're gaining, this high vibration, the more that you're holding on to this divine energy, you're going to have more negativity thrown at you. That's a part of the game, and that's the blessing and the curse of becoming your best version is, the saying says, you got to have some haters. When you got some haters, that's how you know that you're making it. And that's where this comes from. Once you start getting up higher into your higher self, you're going to have a lot of things trying to pull you down. And you don't want that energy affecting you on your journey. You don't want that pulling you back to your old ways. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to do a video on how to protect your energy, how to keep yourself protected from all these low vibrational frequencies trying to pull you down. But this topic specifically, I just wanted to make you guys aware, of what's going on inside your body and how it affects your outer world. And not only that, but let you guys know that retention alone is not enough for you to become your best version. We got to put the work in. We got to wake up with that warrior mindset every day. And we got to make sure that we just grind it, man. You know, we grind it in every aspect of our life. You know, spiritually, surrounding yourself with the good energy and walking this righteous path. Okay? Stay on this righteous path, man, because it's so much more important nowadays, right now, in the time we're living in right now, is to really seek righteousness. Okay? That don't mean you gotta sit down and be a monk, you know what I'm saying, in a corner, meditating all day, but, you know, try to keep yourself positive, man. Try to surround yourself with good people and positive energy, you know, and just little by little, step by step, do the right things, especially with your diet, putting good food in your diet, in your body, you know, and just keeping that high vibration, man, so your spirit can raise up. All right? But hey, man, it's your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this video, man. Go ahead and check out my Patreon, man. I would greatly appreciate that if y'all show some support. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's your boy Tay. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out.